very, very special friend mail from my dear friend on YouTube, Debbie, aka Debutawn. Oh my God, I'm literally like cannot stop smiling right now. So she gifted me something that I did not even expect to get ever. Like, I was just literally floored when I opened the box. I was like, I was just like I was trying to rip open the box and then I like flew off the tissue paper and I was like, I saw the pink box and I was like, no. I was like, no way, Debbie, you did not. And she gifted me the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity Eyeshadow Palette. Oh my God. I cannot thank you enough, Debbie. I'm going to be such a dork in this video, but I am so grateful for you. You have no idea how much this means to me. You are literally my best friend on YouTube. I love you so much, and I am so grateful for you and how we have become so close this year, and I cannot thank you enough. I'm just literally speechless. So she messaged me and she's like, yeah, you have mail. And because she was like, are you busy? And I was like, no, why? She was like, you have mail. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'll go check. And then I check outside my door and it's a Sephora box. And I was like, I didn't order anything from Sephora. And I was like, she told me that she needed my address to send me a Christmas card. Now, I was like assuming at first, I was like, oh, it'll be like a Christmas card with maybe like some Christmas candy or something. But then I was thinking like, maybe Debbie's going to send me something a little bit extra. But I didn't think it was going to be this. Like, what? Like, what? Like, I cannot. So let me go ahead and open it for you guys. Like, literally, when I received it, I was literally just like, what? I was like, no way. So the inside packaging is the same as the outside packaging. I thought that this was smaller than it is. I thought it was going to be like, maybe like half this size. This is huge. So you open it up and it's the same packaging as the outside. And then when you open up, and then it says all the shade names on the back, by the way. And then when you open it up, you guys, it comes with this massive, massive mirror. And then this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. As I'm dropping the top because it's like falling over, but look at how beautiful this is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. It's so freaking stunning in person. Like, why is it that always makeup is more stunning in person? Like, yes, obviously, sometimes it's a little bit deceiving. Like, sometimes they like Photoshop the shit out of something and you think that it's gonna look the same, and then when you get it, you're like, what the hell is this? But this is literally like freaking stunning. So I wasn't going to film with this today. I was just going to be like, you know, because I wasn't actually going to film today because I already filmed the past 2 days. But I was like, I kind of have to film a first impressions on this. So let's jump into it. And I'm so excited to use this with you guys. Okay, you guys, now I went ahead and primed my eyes and put on my Dewdrop lip oil. I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and then I just set it with my Marc Jacobs powder, and then just put the lip oil on. So now we are going to dive into this bad boy right here. I am super excited. So I'm going to do a like pinky look today. The only thing about this palette is that there's only 3 mattes in it, but I think it's going to be a great pairing palette to use with other mattes in my collection, so I can like use these as like a topper shade. Okay, so we're going to go into this really pretty medium tone pink first. I'm not going to say the names because I just, you know, there are a lot of shades in here. So I will hopefully figure out the shades for you guys if you guys really need to know. But if you have the palette, like, there's only 3 mattes in here. So I have never tried Pat McGrath's eyeshadows before. Her eyeshadow palettes are pretty expensive, so I've never actually tried them. So this is the first time I'm trying her eyeshadows ever. So let's go ahead and throw this in my crease. Okay, that's a pretty shade. It definitely picks up pretty pigmented, but I feel like it's more of like a buildable shade. Like, it's not super duper pigmented, so it doesn't get like too muddy. but that is like super smooth. So I really like that. I'm gonna put on a little bit more. I was kind of torn on like which shades I was gonna use today, but I think I know what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply that on the other side. So far this is blending out beautifully. I really like it. So what's funny is that I sent something to Debbie a couple months back, and I wasn't expecting her to send me anything. Like, I just sent it because I wanted to cheer her up when she was away from her family for her treatments for her Derkham's disease. And I sent her the Give Me Glow palette and the lipstick. So I was like, I don't expect anything back. And then she goes and sends me this for Christmas. Like, seriously, I cannot believe, like, she just sends me something that's, like, literally will just, like, floor me. Like, that's the type of person that she is. Like, she's just one of those people that, like, is, like, one in a million. Like, you just can't find someone. You don't find someone this sweet and this giving and this special every day. So I'm just so grateful for her, and I'm so ecstatic to have this palette. So I'm floored. I was so floored when I opened it. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I was like, no freaking way. But she also told me that she loves the Give Me Glow palette, and I've been wanting to have her fall in love with Give Me Glow for so long, and she was like, I love it. And I was like, I told you, they're amazing. So now I will probably fall in love with Pat McGrath now. So thank you, Debbie. Way more expensive than Give Me Glow, but it's fine. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to go into is this like deep plum shade right here. And it's this really pretty like deep plum, like magenta purple. And it looks really pretty. So again, super, super pigmented. And I'm just going to put that in my crease area to define it more. In my defining crease area, I mean. I need a little bit more. And that is really, really pretty. I have like a half hour to be ready for work, so hopefully I won't be late, but I had to sit down and film this. I might skip over foundation and concealer because I mostly want this video to be about the palette, so. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the other side. So far, these are blending really, really beautifully. I can see why so many people love her formula because it is a very easy formula to use. They are super smooth. They kind of remind me of Urban Decay a little bit, not gonna lie. I feel like it kind of has a very similar formula to that. But I feel like they're even smoother than Urban Decay. They definitely feel more smooth and more luxurious than ColourPop. I mean, I love me my ColourPop shadows, but these feel super, super smooth. Okay, so once I have that on, that's a really pretty shade as well. Then what I'm going to do is put on that warm toned matte brown, which is, oh my god, this is so hard to hold up, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to use that on my outer corners. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to throw that here. And I think that this shade is going to work really beautifully with those mattes that we already put down. But I'm just a little bit surprised that these are the only mattes in here. Like, I wish there was a couple more mattes in here. 'Cause, like, this is obviously nothing against Debbie. She didn't make the palette. But I'm saying, like, Patty, like, why didn't you just throw, like, maybe, like, a couple more mattes in here? Because, you know, there's, like, 4 different gold shades in here. Like, 4 gold shimmers. I'm like, do people really need 4 gold shimmers? So I'm just saying, like, my thoughts on it. Again, I'm so grateful that she sent it to me. Like, some people think, like, you're insulting the person directly, and it's like, she didn't make the palette. So how would I be insulting her? So, and I know Debbie wouldn't take it that way. So yeah, it's stunning. I'm kind of torn as to which shade I want to use on my lid, though. I was going to use this pinky shade right here, which is this one. But I'm kind of thinking about saving that for my inner corners. So I might use either this color or this color. So we'll see. Okay, and then for the shimmer, I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I might top it off with this shade. I mean, all these shades look so stunning. It's kind of hard to choose. Yeah, I think I'm going to go in with that one. So I'm going to take this. It's kind of a topper, though. Maybe I'll take this purple. Or maybe we'll just use both. Let's see. Let me try this shade first. Oh, that's gorgeous. Put this on top. All right, I think that this one is a little bit more pigmented. So I think I'm going to use that one. I'm just going to use that topper shade again. It's still really pretty, but this shade definitely like amps it up more. So I'm going to use that. That is beautiful. Let me go ahead and use this finger because it always applies it better. Yeah, that shade is stunning. Wow. And then I'm going to use that topper shade over that. I know I put it down first, but I wanted to see how it would look. So I think I'm going to use it over this one. So I'm just going to get that again. I'm just going to just kind of tap it on top. Yeah, that kind of made it a little bit more shifty and duochrome. That's really pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on this eye. It's going to start with that topper shade again. That is gorgeous though. Like, wow. But I definitely think that the other one amps it up more. Okay, and then we're going to do this shade on top. Freaking stunning. So far, I am super impressed with this palette. The formula is fantastic. Like, I can see why so many people love Pat McGrath eyeshadows. They are just expensive, but this palette was pretty decently priced. I think it was like $75 or $80 for like 18 shades, which I think was not bad. And I feel like you get a bang for your buck with this. Like, I don't think she's cheaping out on people. Sometimes high-end brands do that, thinking that you're getting a better deal, but like Pat McGrath doesn't really do that. Okay, so that is beautiful. I'm gonna pop on Hear Me Out on my brow bone, and I'm probably gonna do my whole base off camera, and then we'll jump into the lower lash line. Okay, so I went ahead and did my base off camera. I just used my Milk Makeup primer. Like, who the hell's calling me? I used my MAC Fix Plus in the Cucumber scent, and then I used my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip primer, and then I kind of wanted to stick with Pat McGrath in this video. Hold on one second. I see that my powder is kind of not blended there. Yeah, that's better. And then I used my Pat McGrath Lab Sublime Perfection Foundation along with the matte coinciding concealer. And then I went in with my Urban Decay Velvetizer powder underneath my eyes. And then I set my face with my Flower Beauty powder. So now we're going to go into the palette again. I kind of don't have time to do my lower lash line right now. So I'm just going to pop on one of these shades on my inner corners. And I think I'm going to use this shifty pink shade right here, and I'm going to use a that on my inner corners. If I can find my brush, there it is. Okay, well, that was easy. I hope it's not one of those like topper shades. I mean, it seems to be super glittery, but I think it'll work on the inner corners. Yeah, that is really pretty. I might just use my pinky, but I think I'll be able to get it to work. Yeah, that's pretty. I'm just going to use my pinky because I feel like it'll just pick up better. And I'll just blend it out. Oh, it is very piecey, but it's pretty. Oh, Lord. Well, I want it to be more pigmented, so hopefully I just don't get it in my eye. That is really beautiful. Yeah, that's stunning. Okay, so I went ahead and primed my lashes and went in with eyeliner on my lower lash line. I just used my Maybelline Skinny Liner in brown. And now I'm going to coat my lashes with the Kiko Milano mascara again. I actually really like this mascara if I'm in a rush because it's a really like dry formula, but it does a good job of separating your lashes. So yeah, I think it does a good job. And I am enjoying it so far. So I do like this mascara. And I went in with the Maybelline Skinny Liner in brown on my waterline. And now I'm just going to go in with my Lash Discovery on my lower lash line. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and bronze with the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer. I really have been enjoying this bronzer. Just going to go ahead and bronze up my skin. It is like really overcast right now. It kind of like snowed a tiny bit. It was kind of weird, and then it just stopped. But it has been pretty cold lately. I'm sorry, I'm like kind of in a rush now. I didn't realize like I was on a time crunch until like 10 minutes ago, but I'll be done in like 5 minutes. Okay, and then I just want a little bit more on my forehead. And then for blush, I am going to go in with one of my ColourPop blushes. I'm going to use the Sailor Moon blush in the shade Cat's Eye, which is this the pink one or maybe it's the other one? Did I forget which one? I always forget which one's the pink one. Maybe it's this one. Hold on. Hold the phone. Yeah, this is the pink. Sorry. I want to use this color. Oh my god. As the plastic insert falls. This one's called From the Moon. Sorry about that. I'm just going to take it pretty lightly, but I do want it to be pretty pink. Yeah, that's pretty. Not too much, though. ColourPop blushes are pretty pigmented, so. Maybe a tiny bit more. I'm like, not too much, and then I always pile it on. But I think that looks good. Yeah, that's pretty. And then for highlight, I actually have a new highlighter to try out. So new palette and new highlighter. And the one I'm gonna, oh my god. The highlighter I'm gonna try out today is from JD Glow Cosmetics. And I did get my JD Glow highlighters yesterday. I tried out the gold shade yesterday, so I want to try out the more pinky shade today. So this one is called Cold as Ice. It's really pretty. And I'm going to take that on my highlighting brush. And I'm just going to highlight my skin. Highlight my skin. Highlight my cheekbones. I mean, I am highlighting my skin actually, but I'm not sure how I feel about these JD Glow highlights, to be honest. They're not as mind-blowing as I thought that they were going to be. I thought they were going to kind of blow my socks off like Give Me Glow. But these, they're good, but they're not like, oh my god, like freaking amazing. So, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it is pretty intense, I have to say. I don't even need spray, but I mean, I like it. I just don't feel like it sits on my skin as well as the Give Me Glow does. But up close, it looks really pretty. All right, then we'll just do the lips. So now for my lips, I'm going to line them with my ColourPop lip liner in the shade Brink. I don't think I've tried this shade yet. Oh, that's nice. I'm kind of like keeping the lips a little bit more nude. But also I wanted to use my Pat McGrath lippy. Or one of them. Okay, and then for the lips, I'm going to use one of her, what are these called? I forget what they're called. But this is the shade Omi, and it's like more of like the pinky nude shade. Her lipsticks are so good, you guys. Like, I highly recommend her lipsticks because the formula is amazing. I'm going to go in with that. I'm just going to finish it up off camera. And the last thing I'm going to go in with is this Pat McGrath Labs Flesh Fantasy Lust Gloss. No, Lust Gloss in the shade Flesh Fantasy. And Pat McGrath glosses are really beautiful as well, so we go in on top. All right, and that is pretty much it, you guys. This is the finished look. Again, I cannot thank Debbie enough for this amazing gift. Honestly, I love how the eyes turned out. I think the eyes look beautiful. Wow, literally gorgeous. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you again so much, Debbie, for this amazing gift. I cannot believe you gifted this to me. I can see why people love Pat McGrath now, and this palette is beautiful. I will cherish it always. I'm going to display it after I get home from work, and I'm so excited to have this in my collection. I think that this eye look turned out beautiful. So here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. So I really wanted to do a dedicated video to this palette, and I wanted to use a bunch of Pat McGrath products. Those are the only other Pat McGrath products that I own, and now I own one of her eyeshadow palettes, and I am so grateful. Thank you so much again. I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram, CBW819. Please help me get to 500 subscribers so I could gift something special to you guys. Love you, Debbie, so much. Thank you again. Bye.